So we have the question coming.
So for the question, ladies and gentlemen, each candidate has 30 seconds to answer the question. And once you hear this sound, that means time is up. All right.
Sealed and protected. Wait lang.
Signed, sealed, and delivered straight to us for all
It's
the
been hard to
candidates.
open. Wait.
Para sure daw na walang ibang makakita talaga.
Parang walang laman. Hold on. Nasaan? Wait a minute.
It's hidden in the corner. Gotcha. So this is the final question that we will be asking you for tonight. Are you ready?
Your question is, thank you, Megan. As a proud Pangasinan, how can you best introduce your province to first-time tourists visiting the place? Where will you bring them, and what is the best way for them to experience our worldwide renowned hospitality?
Well, if I had the choice to bring them anywhere, I would bring them to my hometown, Benmale. I would bring them to the town center, a place of history, culture, and people, where in the middle cherry blossoms bloom, and we have the iconic Fountain of Hope, which symbolizes the strength of the people of Benmale during the time of the pandemic. And from there, I would bring you to the ocean and let you enjoy the luxurious view and the beautiful feeling of being behind the beach. And I would bring this aspect.
You will be given 30 seconds to answer the question, and when you hear this sound, that means that your time is up. Are you ready? All right, here is your final question. As a proud Pangasinense, how can you best introduce your province to first-time tourists visiting the place? Where will you bring them, and what is the best way for them to experience our world-renowned hospitality. Ako pala yung nag-fumble. Hospitality.
I will showcase them, I will bring them to Our Lady of Manaoag aside from my municipality, because I believe that as Pangasinenses, we ourselves are very spiritual and religious. And with the recent Holy Week, we can see how devoted we are as Pangasinenses, that we are not just Urduho who is resilient and brave. Thank you.
Right, so
Alright.
top 5 na. So you will be given 30 seconds to answer this question, and when you hear the sound, that means that your time is up.
Alright, your question is, as a proud Pangasinense, how can you best introduce your province for the first time to tourists visiting the place? Where will you bring them, and what's the best way for them to experience our world-renowned hospitality?
I would bring them to my very own home here in Lingayen Beach. This has been a place of solace for me. As an advocate of mental health, I believe that Pangasinan is not just a beautiful tourist attraction, but rather a sanctuary for the mind and the soul. And that is what I want to share to the whole world. How beautiful Pangasinan is, not just to our eyes, but to our hearts and to our minds. And I believe that I can be a Limgas who can to represent this beautiful town and its peaceful heart and mind. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And you will be answering the final question. You have 30 seconds to answer, and when you hear this sound, that means your time is up. Are you ready? Yes. All right. The question is, as a proud Pangasinense, how can you best introduce your province to first-time tourists visiting the place? Where will you bring them, and what's the best way for them to experience our world-renowned hospitality?
As a proud Pangasinense, I would want to take our first-time tourists, of course, to my home city, which is Urdaneta City. And I would bring them to visit our rural areas and be able to appreciate also our city proper. Urdaneta City is has the best of both worlds with the commerce and the rural roots of our people. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Seconds to answer. When you hear the sound, that means that your time is up.
All right, so your question is, as a proud Pangasinense, how can you best introduce your province for the first-time tourists visiting the place? Where will you bring them, and what's the best way for them to experience our world-renowned hospitality?
You know what, Pangasinan is my home, and I would introduce it to the first timer like it is their home. I would introduce to them the different tourist destinations of our province, the 100 Islands of Alaminos, my town, which is Bolinao, which you have seen, which is the wonders of the West, and I will let them taste our local delicacies, and of course, I will let them feel the warmth of every Pangasinense, because we are here to show you that this is your home away from home. Thank you.